Hey guys, it's Nick and I'm here on the island of Zakynthos, Greece. Why am I here? Because I want to go take a ride in one of my 3 yachts. So no, it's not one of these small little ones over here. So these are my 3 yachts, 1, 2, and 3. I know the first thing you're wondering is, does this guy have a course that I can buy so I can make quick, easy yacht money? And the answer to that is not yet, but I'm working on it. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to give you guys the information right now for free on how I bought these 3 yachts using 3 different techniques. So let's start with my smallest one over here, Black Pearl. So how did I get this yacht, my smallest yacht, out of my fleet? Well, I got it by putting away $50 a week into low-fee Vanguard index funds for the last 30 years. And so I was able to buy this, although I can't afford the gas or any other fees based on that Vanguard account. Now this is the next bigger yacht that I have here. And how did I get this one? This one was a lot quicker and a little more simpler. All I did was go onto Wall Street Bets and other Reddit sites and look at the posts that had the most comments about which stocks are for apes or for people who have diamond hands, for short squeeze, for memes. And I just bought a whole bunch of all of them. And I only put like, 10 grand up. I made a few million on the short squeezes and all of the recommendations in those sites. So that wasn't too hard and was pretty quick. Now my last boat over here, Octomar, the way I got this one was even quicker than the other 2. I was scrolling through TikTok one day and there was this 16-year-old kid that had this video and it was like 30 seconds long, and he said, look, all you have to do is buy this cryptocurrency. It's going to be the next Bitcoin. And even though the video was only 30 seconds long, I think he kind of made his point. And so I put my money in that, and I only put like $1,000 in it. And sure enough, as soon as I bought it, like he said, it skyrocketed and I made a couple $1 million and I was able to buy this boat here. So guys, I hope you know by now that I'm kidding. And I'm pretty sure the owner of these boats did not make their money to buy that boat in any of those 3 ways that I just mentioned. So what's the point of this video? Is to throw some cold water on people's dreams of riches in the stock market, in crypto, in meme stock, short squeeze stocks, and all things like that. So let's talk about the first thing, why you won't get rich by dollar cost averaging a little money into a low fee Vanguard fund or something like that. You will. It is probably the best out of all of those 3 for sure, but it's not going to make you rich. Okay, the money you put in over 30 years, and nobody wants to wait 30 years anymore anyway, but the money you put in is just going to do what the market does over a long period of time, which is generally drift higher, and so you will have a nice chunk of change, but it is not baller yacht kind of money. Now you may be saying, well, look at Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and the Walmart family, the Waltons and all of this. They got rich from the stock market, right? Well, they didn't really. They got rich from building their business, and they didn't actually buy any Amazon stock or Walmart stock or Microsoft stock. They got rich from selling that stock to you in your index fund or whatever. So they basically got rich by getting this stock for nothing or next to nothing, stock options and all of that stuff, and then selling it for its full market value to other investors. Now some people will say, well, Warren Buffett, he made a whole bunch of money just by buying stocks and all that kind of stuff. Well, he was investing in businesses, and he had about $1 million in the 1960s money before he started his investment fund, and he only compounded like 20% a year. Now, I'm not saying only because that's nothing, but for people that think they're going to put $10,000 in the stock market and in a few years they're going to have millions of dollars, that's that's dreaming, that's really wishful thinking, and you're more likely to lose your money than make that money, because you have to do a lot of really risky things to do that. And even people who can do that for a few years won't become rich from that. Look at the people that run hedge funds. Those people do not make money from their money, they make money from other people's money. So they show that they have the talent to make oversized gains compared to what the market does. People put a lot of money with them, and then they get 2% a year just for maintenance of the account and 20% of the profit. So that's where these guys get really rich. So if you think you can do that, go start a hedge fund, but don't think you're going to buy a bunch of calls that expire in a day or two and you're going to become a millionaire doing that. You might make money a few times doing that, but most of the other times you're going to get wiped out. Now, before you leave a comment to say, hey, I know somebody that bought Bitcoin when it was $1 and now he's a 100 millionaire and he has 2 yachts like this and all that kind of stuff. Yes, that's probably true, but the majority of the people did not get on board on Bitcoin when it was $1, $10, $100. Matter of fact, even these billionaires like Mark Cuban and Mike Novogratz that tattooed that failed crypto Luna on his arm, these guys did not buy Bitcoin when it was $1, even though they were probably pretty rich at the time and could have easily thrown $1 million in there, but they don't do that. Why? Because it was too risky at the time, or they didn't know about it, or they had other things going on. And so Bitcoin is not going to have these stupendous runs from $1 to $60,000 and go up 60,000 times anymore. So the reason people create other cryptocurrencies is to get that kind of Bitcoin return without having to invest any money. They just create these cryptos out of thin air, and now there's 20,000 of them, and the only reason they're doing that is because they don't want to go and buy Bitcoin and hope that it goes up 50% in a year or something like that. They want to create these cryptos and market it to young people that are just learning about investing in cryptos and sell them the dream, and hire the Kim Kardashians and other influencers to pump these things up and to sell them to people like you that think that it's going to be the next big thing, even though they're only doing this to pump and dump it to you. And so that's why there's a bubble market every few years, because there's a new crop of investors that are sold the dream that they can get rich with a little bit of money in really risky things without having to wait many years and just get regular market returns. Everybody wants to get rich right now. So are old investors just out of touch and dumb because they put their money in bonds and index funds and things like that? Probably not. They are probably the ones that are doing the same thing you are doing right now, but 20 years ago, and they got burned during the internet bubble or some other bubble, and they learned their lesson, and now they just invest their extra money into index funds, bonds, and really low risk kind of stuff. And they focus on making more money in whatever career or business that they are in, because they know that they can make a greater return doing that from their own effort than what they can get in the stock market. So can you own a yacht like that one day? Yeah, you could, but it's not going to be from investing a little money in the stock market or investing a whole lot of money in cryptos or meme stocks or whatever. You're going to make that money either from being really good in a niche profession like brain surgeon or high-end lawyer or something like that, or from starting your own business. And if you ask most of those yacht owners what they do for a living, you'll probably find out that they own some kind of business and that they've been working at it for a really long time. And the stats are that most millionaires in the US the majority of them are like over 60 years old. So the dream that you see, all these people on TikTok that are 16, 20, 25, and somehow they're all millionaires, something doesn't add up there. So if it's too good to be true, it usually is. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. you.